What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
How come we never stretch out before the podcast?
We should.
You mean like
Limber up.
Yeah, let's limber.
What do you mean physically?
How do you mentally
other
stretch out?
Oh, I've mentally stretched out many times.
I'd like to see it.
You're just like, you're mentally stretching out when you hype yourself up for something. Like, let's go, I'm ready.
But no one says that I'm mentally stretching.
No, I would like to watch you mentally stretch out.
Or maybe talk us through mentally stretching.
Okay, so mentally stretching would
Okay.
be like, so you're doing something you don't want to do, okay? Or you have to do something you don't want to do.
Sorry to the listeners.
That's not what I meant. But let's say I have to fold 4 loads of laundry.
Okay,
And
there
I
you
don't
go.
feel like doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mentally stretch and get prepared for
Okay,
this. So I'm going
okay.
to go, okay, once I finish this laundry, I'm going to feel so much better. I put it away. My laundry room's going to look nice and clean and spotless. My eyes are closed right now. I'm really in the zone. And when I'm done that, I'm going to feel like I have the rest of the day to just relax and be free. That's mentally stretching.
How is that stretching?
It's not like
It's more of a pep talk.
Yes.
Right, yeah, exactly.
mentally
You're pumping
stretching.
yourself up.
Thank you. Mentally stretching.
But have you always referred to it as mentally stretching?
Never in my life.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay, good.
Okay.
Got it. All right.
I
Now
actually
we're
thought it was a thing, but it's not.
Not a thing.
All right. Brady Jones, you have a
Yeah.
question for the whole gang here.
Yeah, Brooke reached out to us on Spotify. You can leave a little question for us. She says, if you can bring any celebrity back from the dead, who would you bring back?
Oh, man.
That is a
Oh,
that
that is
is
so
tough
hard.
Wow.
I hate this question.
Yeah.
Okay,
wow.
well-
Sorry, Brooke.
Really before my time, like completely before my time, but boy, I'd like to see it today. John Lennon.
That's
I would
Oh,
like to
yeah.
bring him
That's
back.
what I was gonna
Because
say.
I'd like to hear what he and McCartney would
Yeah.
do today.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I
Why
would have
not?
gone with John Lennon too. I was hoping you were going to go with somebody else.
Okay, I'd also bring back Kurt Cobain because I'd like to see
Yeah.
how
Oh,
far
yeah.
he would have gone
Okay.
with
Then
his
if
music
you're doing
and
them,
stuff.
then let's go Bob Marley as
That's
well.
what I
Sure.
was going to say is
Bob
Bob
Marley's good,
Marley.
too.
Yeah, he was young. He was, what, 36?
It's interesting. We're all saying musicians.
Yeah.
Well, Rush, you would have said Larry King.
Larry King, absolutely. But only because I used to love making fun of him being old.
Right.
And when he
exactly.
died,
Used
that
to.
ended.
You still do.
Well, that's true. I don't like to accept the fact that Larry King died.
Yeah, I guess all these young musicians. Is
Yeah.
who
But I
we'd want
think we
to hear
pick
from.
musicians because they're so universally loved, right? Like if I had said some politician, for
Right.
example, it's very
Yeah.
polarizing, right? All of
Sure.
that stuff.
Yeah.
So just when you pick a musician, people get it.
Do you think like Kurt Cobain, if he was around today, or even Bob Marley, they'd be writing music for Trolls 4?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're
Maybe.
right. Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it just feels very unfinished, you know?
Yeah.
They kind of like ended at the top of their game. But no, you're totally right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody comes and goes, and everything's in waves.
Bob Marley featuring Megan Thee Stallion.
Could have been.
Could have been.
God, yeah.
All right, let's begin the Hot Tub Podcast because we've all stretched out now.
Gross.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Some people will push a store's return policy to the absolute max to get whatever they want out of the situation,
Yep.
right? Other people don't want to abuse the system. Well, a woman is going viral on social media for bragging about how she returned her couch to Costco after using it for more than 2 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
They-
abusing the
they
system.
took it back?
Well, here's the yes, and they have a very generous return
Yeah, no
policy,
kidding.
which doesn't mention many restrictions other than for electronics, jewelry, alcohol, tires, and batteries. Those
Okay.
are the things they have restrictions
Yeah.
on. The woman, Jackie, says that she was intimidated about asking for a refund just because she didn't like it anymore. But she adds, who cares? Return it. They have an awesome return policy. She didn't
The
even have a
reason was she
receipt.
just didn't like it.
Yeah. She told them when she bought it, they looked it up in their system and they credited her account for the purchase price, which was $900.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but what do they do? Like, if let's say you have it for a month and then you give it back to them, are they selling it to someone? Probably
No.
not.
Well, I think
No.
when
So what's the
returns,
difference?
there's those stores that pop up where they sell things on discounts,
Yeah.
and basically they're Costco returns is what most of those stores are.
Oh, is it
okay.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Well, some people online are commending Jackie for working the system to her favor. They argue that Costco gets money back from manufacturers for returns, and you're already paying an annual membership fee to shop there. Others are slamming her, saying that people who abuse the system eventually force companies to make returns harder for everyone else.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
that's
they have
exactly it.
And it wastes the employee's time.
I mean,
right?
honestly, if they
Makes
just
the lines longer.
Yeah.
after you also have to have a better reason after 2 years than I don't like it.
Because
that's
Apparently
not
not.
how
I guess you don't.
They can't resell it the same way they
No.
could like a month later.
No, exactly.
Because the style and everything about
Wear
it
and
would
tear,
be
the
different.
smell
yeah.
of it because of your house and so on. I mean, but there were viral stories of people returning real Christmas trees after Christmas.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I
What?
saw the videos.
Yes.
To Costco?
Yeah.
And they would do it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
There's a certain point where, like, why?
Yeah.
But like morally, I couldn't do
No,
that.
I mean, like, again, a couch, if you wanted to return a couch,
Yeah.
what is the longest amount of time you would wait before returning a couch?
I think there's like
A
a
month.
3-week. Yeah, I was gonna say like
Yeah.
maybe 3 weeks. I know at that point
Yes.
if
Yeah.
it works in the space
Even
and
I
2
everything.
months, I feel guilty, but I might
Yeah.
try.
I think a month for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be mad at them if
If
they
they
didn't
said
take
no,
it
I'd be like,
back.
well, okay,
Exactly.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'd go first. You don't want to like lug the couch
Yes.
back, right? You
Right.
go, you ask, and
You know what? You guys have all gone couch shopping before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
the worst.
such
It's the
it's
hardest
such
thing
a
ever.
bad commitment.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the showroom trying it, you go, it feels okay, and then you always, I say to my wife, I go, yeah, we'll work it in, and it'll be softer and everything.
Yeah.
And you just never know.
No, you never know.
how it's
No.
actually going to feel.
Yeah.
And that it was not a good purchase on my part. The couch we bought, I love the shape of it and the style and everything is great.
Is
but
that
I
the
had
white
to pick
one?
the white one, and I had
Yeah.
to pick a color. But when you're looking in swatches that are like 2 inches by
Yep,
2
that's right.
inches,
Yeah.
Oh,
you
it's so
can't
hard.
picture. It looked so much darker in the lighting in the
Yes.
and it came up like it's white. What have I done?
Yeah.
Like this is so
And
light.
at the time, I have an 8-year-old.
Yeah,
Exactly.
what are you
What am I
doing?
doing?
Yes.
And sure enough, there's stains everywhere. And
Of
we
course.
just had to just own it. It's going to be the stain couch
Yeah.
for the next, however many years.
And the sizes of the things, like, how big your room is and stuff,
Yeah.
but even the shape and the style of them, in a room that has the high ceilings and the giant warehouse
Yes.
of a furniture store,
Totally.
compared to your living room, it looks
It
completely
looks like
different.
Lego furniture. Like,
100%. And then do you do that thing where you like map it out with painter's tape on the floor?
Yeah,
and then
you
you
try
see
and do
like
that, yes.
you try to walk around it like do I have
no,
enough
I
space?
haven't
Never
done
done
that.
that.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
who
I've
does that?
absolutely done
Nerd.
that, yes.
Totally.
Organized people do this. I impulse buy, right?
No, I bought my couch that I currently have. I bought it online, so I didn't even sit on it.
That's
before.
such a risky move.
that
It was
is-
it paid off. It was okay, but still,
It's okay.
It's okay.
It was okay. It
Well,
was all right.
also, when you're saying, you try that and the couch will soften, I think that's the thing that they used to do. I feel like an uncomfortable couch doesn't get better
No.
anymore.
Oh,
I feel
ours did soften to the point where now you hear a boing.
Okay.
Oh, you get a boing?
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
On both sides of the couch, we're like, no, it's not.
No, that's
Yeah,
you don't
you
want
don't
it
want
blowing.
it
Every
boing.
time you move or just when you sit down?
No, mainly when you sit
That's
down.
not
Okay.
good. You
Yeah,
don't
no.
want a couch making a boing
Hey, you
sound.
don't want to hear your couch.
No.
Because
Is it bouncy?
it's not that bouncy. No, it's not a good boing. It
No.
means like the springs are going.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that couches had springs. I don't think my couch has springs.
Probably
your
does.
couch
Oh, like
definitely has
under the
springs.
cushion, not in the cushion. I mean,
Not in the cushion,
I'm such
no.
an idiot. I don't know why I'm. I need to not speak. Like,
It'd be great for a radio show.
do all couches have springs?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
think
maybe
so.
maybe they don't.
Maybe
All-
like a futon doesn't.
Yeah.
But I
No, a
think
futon does have springs.
Oh, okay. Oh, but this she knows.
I don't
Yeah.
think they do.
I-
They do. You have to picture when they
I think it's
when they
wood.
go
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
No, it's
Some
not
have
wood.
foam. Some couches are now foam
Yeah.
instead of springs.
Thank
but I
you.
think most
I knew it.
What is she
I
talking
don't.
about?
I don't know. No, a lot of
Anybody?
futons are just wood with a mattress on them.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of
No.
futons don't have
Yes.
springs.
In the bed, the bed itself.
No,
What
a
is
lot of them
futon?
are
Do you
just
know what a
wood things.
futon
Yeah.
is?
What is a
It's a
futon?
couch.
It's a couch that turns into a bed.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of like a sofa bed.
Yes.
Sofa bed.
A
Yes.
sofa bed has
A
springs.
Futon,
Yeah.
You know a futon.
Futons
It's
are
like
just
wood,
with their wood,
basically.
and they just sort of open up.
Yeah, it just flattens
It
out.
flattens out
Futon?
basically.
Google
Futon.
futon,
Futon.
please.
Google
It
futon.
flattens out. By
Why
the way,
am I having a brain like futon?
well,
Futon.
doesn't feel like a word anymore.
Oh, now I know. Yes, okay. It's a couch that turns into.
Yeah. I love this. Now I know after I see a picture of it. Yes.
I get it now. I get it.
I questioned myself when she goes, no, futons have springs.
Yeah,
I'm like,
but-
do
like,
they?
Wait,
No,
how?
Yeah. No.
Okay, guys, we have a few texts that we have to talk about. Someone
Yeah.
said, I work at Costco. Someone just returned a 4-year-old couch yesterday.
Oh,
No.
no.
Come on.
way.
4 years old. That's like the life of a couch.
I mean, this is the thing. Like, I will never have any anxiety about returning anything at Costco. If you can do this,
Oh,
yeah,
my
no
God.
kidding. And then someone else said they saw someone return a blood-stained mattress to IKEA.
Oh, gross.
no.
what do you
no,
go back?
no,
it
no,
was
no.
here when I bought. I don't know.
I thought it would absorb blood better than this. I'd like to get my money
Shame
back.
on your product.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
So let's say goodbye to January now. January is, in the books. So they looked on Google to see what people were Googling for the month of January. Google Trends put a list of the top who, what, when, where, why. And here are just some of the searches out there. And I've asked Brady to pull up some of our searches that Brady Googled for the month of January as well to see what we were doing on the show for the last couple weeks.
I always like looking back because I have no memory of Googling half of these things. But okay.
How many do you have?
I got 5 different days.
Okay.
Highlight,
All right, I'll do mine first. I think yours would be funnier for sure. People were Googling who won the Golden Globes in 2024.
Okay.
They were January 7th, and a lot of people won awards that night. The big winner was Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But
So people that didn't watch the Golden Globes are Googling who won.
They just want to know.
Right.
Who
do people still even care about that? Like,
I guess so. I mean,
I guess
not
just
enough
who
to
won.
watch it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like everybody, not everybody, a lot of people tune in for like 20 minutes.
I don't even think that anymore.
I can't imagine people sitting through the whole entire show.
No.
I used to love watching the red carpet, and even that became too much, where you're just like, the interviewers are terrible, and
you can't even ask, I don't think, on the red carpet anymore, what are you wearing or who are you wearing?
Exactly. No, you can't.
I think they got rid of that question now, too.
Yeah.
So I think they just basically, they stand and stare at each other. Right?
Basically, yes,
There's
yeah.
a microphone between the two of them, and you can't say anything. People were also Googling what happened to Martin Lawrence, the actor Martin Lawrence.
Oh.
Now, he was in a throwback segment at the Emmys that I saw. Did anybody see that
No.
at the Emmys? Okay. He was really, really, really slurring his words.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
And so I
man.
thought, well, he's getting older. Maybe it's age or whatever. And people were really worried. Well, he had some health issues in the past, but his people in his camp say he's fine. In fact, he recently wrapped Bad Boys 4 with Will Smith,
Okay.
and that's coming out in June.
Oh,
so,
right, okay.
But I thought he had a stroke.
Really?
Yeah, when I
Could
was
he have
watching
just
it.
been really drunk?
I have no idea, but his people say he's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
He
That's good.
was not fine. Now, after we get off the air, watch the
Yeah,
clip and see
okay.
what you guys think, because
All right.
I don't think so. And one last question before we get to Brady's Googling here. Why did Justin and Jessica split? Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel.
weird.
I guess Justin's been everywhere now promoting the new song.
Yes.
The tour. He was on SNL.
Right.
So people were Googling that, and it says they briefly stopped dating back in 2011.
Right.
So what,
my goodness.
14 or 13 years ago, and rumors swirled that they might split up again after 10 years of marriage, but she was with him at SNL last week.
Right.
Okay.
So
And she posts videos about a song and stuff
Right,
like that.
Totally,
so,
yeah. They're still together.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a bit of a rough patch when that video came out of him being a little flirty with one of his co-stars.
Yes.
that was back in 2011, eh?
No, that was
No,
like
that
2021.
No,
was-
that was more
Oh,
recent.
Yeah.
Well, what the heck happened? Why did they split up in 2011? Was
I
there a
I
don't
think
know.
they were
reason?
just dating.
Maybe they
I
just
don't know.
did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing you're talking about was just like 2 or 3 years
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
He was
In
filming
New
a movie.
Orleans.
He was in New Orleans on a balcony or something.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
What
yeah.
movie was that?
It was a terrible movie.
Did it ever come out?
Great
Is
question.
that the one with Del Toro? That
Could be.
Called Reptile? Was that the
Oh,
one?
That
no.
might have
filming?
been.
I have no idea.
Could have been.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
See what Brady's Googling?
Yeah.
now. This will be on the list.
It was
maybe.
with Alicia Wainwright.
Yeah.
And it was.
Something that no one saw.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. What did we Google here on the Morning Hot Tub, Brady, in the month of
All right.
January?
Let's start with January 9th. By the way, you can actually go on Google and look at your Google search history, which is a lot of fun. And it was quite a busy month for the Morning Hot Tub, guys. January 9th at 7:53 a.m., I Googled velvet underwear.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then 1 minute later at 7:54 a.m., I Googled actors who look like Michael Cera. Why? Why did I do those two things?
Man.
Velvet underwear.
Back to back.
Oh my God.
Within a minute.
Was that for the show or just for you?
I don't know. I don't know why I wanted to do that. January 11th at 6:22 a.m., we found out that Stanley Tools and Stanley Flasks are not the same company.
Right?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yes.
all
Yeah.
right.
I
all
googled
right.
that.
That was a good one.
Yeah, January 16th at 6:40 a.m., I googled just one word: splurt.
Okay. I think we decided it was a word, right?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
word.
Uh-huh.
And then at 6:41 a.m., just a minute later, I googled fruits thrown at people in vaudeville. So you can tell where we went with that one. Yeah, splurt to, tomatoes and stuff. January 23rd, 6:47 a.m. It's funny, a lot of these in the 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
I guess when the brain's not working so much. I googled Jeopardy bulgy eyes.
Oh, that was my mom
That
was
was-
trying to
Right.
save someone's life.
Yes.
Right, someone had bulgy eyes during
Yeah.
Jeopardy.
And
Yeah.
she thinks as a nurse, there was something wrong. She get her thyroid checked.
Yeah.
That's what my
Right.
mom was saying.
Right. Yeah.
And then the next day, January 24th at 6:38 a.m., I googled why do hairs grow through moles.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was just for you.
That
though.
was just for me. That was off air. It was during the Kid Leroy.
Okay.
Well, thanks, Brady.
Yeah, no, it was a good
Wow,
month, guys.
what a
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
Back
Love
to
it.
Michael Cera and Velvet Underwear.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Okay, it is. Oh, it's this time.
It's
I thought
the
it was.
best time of the week,
I thought it was
everybody.
another day.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Are we feeling good?
No.
Okay,
No.
great.
Now it's time to play Brady's on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Brady's Game of Joy. It's the
Thank
game
you.
where every week I make the rules. They got to do whatever I say, and it's fantastic, and everybody loves it. Guys, did you hear the news?
What?
Jurassic World 4 was just announced this past week. Now, this
Right.
is very exciting because it's written by the person who wrote the original Jurassic Park movie. So all you nerds who loved it in the 90s like me, it's going to be similar to that, which is great, right?
I can't play today. I've never seen the movies.
doesn't
So
matter.
I know.
Me either.
It's
Yeah.
going to launch a brand new era, guys, in the Jurassic universe. So with that amazing news in mind, I thought that we should revisit one of our favorite
I don't-
editions of Brady's Game of Joy. In fact, this gets requested almost more than any other Game of Joy version or edition when we do those like best of shows. People love this one. Back in June 2022, to celebrate the last release in the Jurassic World franchise,
God.
I made
Oh,
you guys
no.
do T-Rex noises.
No, I don't want to do.
And
no,
it gave
wasn't
us
even
this
funny at all.
incredible
It wasn't. Nobody liked
audio.
it. People actually
Let's-
said they
let's
don't
go
want
back in time, guys. June 2022.
And I think that's it. I think we're done for today.
Yeah, that
No,
was
no,
That's it.
no, because
painful.
something crazy has happened in those 2 years, guys.
What happened?
In that time, research has come out and proved that dinosaurs did not actually sound like that. Yeah. So we here on the Morning Hot Tub, everybody knows we're all about scientific accuracy. So I think now we have to revisit the T-Rex noises with the scientifically accurate sounds.
I
don't
think
know.
Rush and Jenny want to join me in the Flat Earther Club
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'm in.
Come on over. So we don't have to do anything scientific now.
Sorry, guys. It's just I have 6 sounds here. The T-Rex is actually
great,
made
of course.
millions and millions and millions of years ago. You guys are going to have to reenact them for me, okay? And we're going to begin with Mahler. Mahler, pick a number from 1 to 6, please.
6.
Number 6. And of course, these are randomly assigned to you, okay? So no
Yeah.
complaining. Here we go, Mahler. Here is your first sound. Oh, that's a tough one. You want to hear that one more time? Okay, and here we
It's
go.
got beat.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's
not
pretty
bad.
good. Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, I thought
I
that
give
was
you a
good.
ding for
That was
that.
good.
That's really not
Yeah.
bad at all.
All right,
Take
let's
that.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
My
Rush.
anxiety's through the roof with this. Oh my God.
Rush, your first one. What number would you like?
5.
Number 5. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh. How are they so off?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
Rush.
I don't-
You picked a very
I
difficult one
did,
here.
yeah.
Very low.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Here we go.
There you go.
Okay, that's
Pretty
That
good.
was actually not bad
I
at
couldn't
all.
have done better.
Yeah, that
Good
was,
for
that was
you.
very good.
All right.
Very, very deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Jenny, let's hope you get one that's not as deep. What
Yeah.
number do you want here?
I'll take 3.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, why
break
3?
up
You
the-
shouldn't have done it.
Why?
It's the hardest one.
How do I know?
You don't.
because-
I'm making it
I
up.
know. Okay.
It's okay, because so's Brady.
Here's number 3.
Oh, come on. Oh. Wait, I need to hear it again.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Not fair. Her sounds just like her.
Yeah. Yeah, come on.
Oh, guys, stop talking
one
that
more
I
time?
forget.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Here we go. You got this. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you know what? You
got a
really
ding.
leaned into it. You gave it your
Thank
best shot.
you.
I got to
Thank
dig
you.
you for that. That's not so bad. Well done. Okay. All right. To the top, guys.
do you want
Everybody
a
gets one more
Kleenex?
here.
Yeah, seriously, I had to plug my nose to get that.
Mahler, pick a number. 1,
Oh.
2, or 4.
1.
Number 1.
One.
Oh, good choice. Okay, here we go.
Is it?
That's like a woodpecker.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, prehistoric woodpecker. Here.
Oh.
All right, give it to me one more
Yeah.
time.
It's a little Muppety, but
Muppety. Not bad.
pretty good.
Guys, you're
killing it.
absolutely nailing
Yeah.
this.
Killing it.
Yeah,
Pretty
we
good.
should do this more often. Clearly, practice makes perfect. You know what I mean? Every couple of years, we'll bring this back.
Is there anyone entertained by
No.
this right now?
This is very entertaining.
No one is.
Fantastic. Rush, you on 2 or 4?
2.
2. Are you sure?
Yep.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what? Good for you. That's not bad.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I couldn't have
that's
done
Yeah,
much
no,
more than
okay.
That
that.
is
Me
an
either.
accurate T-Rex.
Yeah, thank you.
That's not bad. And then, Jenny, that leaves you with number 4.
Okay.
Are you ready? This is actually the longest one.
I'm
I
sure
was
it
kind of
is.
hoping that you were going to get this
Uh-huh,
one.
yeah.
Okay, all right, here we go.
I'm going to have to use my tongue.
Isolate that. please.
Brady, isolate that.
Oh, it's
Oh,
very,
one more time?
subdued,
Sorry.
but there's a lot going on there.
If people could see
Yeah.
what Jenny is
Oh, yeah.
doing right
Yeah.
now,
She's like a virtuoso.
you're shaking your head back and forth, and you got your hand
You're
doing
feeling it.
some
Yeah.
sort of hand
Yeah.
motion.
You're trying to get the
and-
vibe of the sound.
Trying to understand what I need to do here.
Uh-huh.
You want to hear it one more time?
Yes, please. It was so hard. Oh,
Okay, here we go.
Okay, you got this.
wait.
Oh.
Try again. You got this. You got this.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, that was pretty good.
How can I
that
not
was pretty
dig
good.
it? That was the exact same.
Yeah.
It was identical.
Yeah.
Couldn't be more similar.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. Those right there were scientifically accurate T-Rex
Yes.
sounds, and just 6 for 6, all incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I never want to do that again.
See you in 2026, guys. Every 2 years.
It's Brady's Game of Joy.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I hate to say this if you're in the middle of traffic, but other than, having us on board,
Yeah.
the lat long drive might be kind of pointless. If your boss forced you back into the office after COVID and claimed that working from home was killing the company, it may have been a bunch of you-know-what.
Hooey?
Fooey?
Fooey.
Fooey.
Hooey.
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 Yeah.
I thought it was fooey.
Nope.
What is hooey?
It's what this is. It's a whole lot of hooey.
It's hooey.
I think people do
think
say
it's
fooey
fooey.
too.
No, I think fooey is if you it's like saying darn it. I think it's fooey.
Fooey?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's
PH, right?
fooey. I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think that's fooey, but I think hooey is when something is a bunch of hooey.
Yeah,
What is
fooey.
hooey?
So, oh, God.
Hooey
Forget
is
your
darn
story.
it. Yeah.
Let's do 8 minutes on this. Fooey is used to express disdain or disbelief.
Yeah, like if
What,
you're
fooey or
yeah,
hooey?
fooey. Like if you're
Fooey.
drawing
Fooey.
something and you ripped the paper or
you
something,
go,
it's
fooey.
fooey. Yes, I
Right.
think that's it's.
Okay, and what's the definition of hooey?
Is it hooey just H-O-O-E-Y?
Yes, I believe so. Hooey is like malarkey.
Yeah, nonsense.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
Yeah,
Hooey.
hooey.
It's a bunch of hooey.
It's a bunch of hooey.
All right.
They use it in a sentence. Your interest is just a lot of hooey, and I know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, very aggressive.
All right, what about gooey?
With gooey. I think we all know what gooey is.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
Okay.
Gooey just feels sticky.
Yes, there it is. Brady, thank you. Researchers at the University of Pittsburgh looked at 137 of the largest corporations and found return to office mandates haven't made a big difference in profits. They haven't affected each company's stock price much either.
Okay.
Getting people back to the office has negatively affected one thing, though, morale. Employees' opinions of their company's work-life balance, values, and senior management have all plummeted. So if bringing everyone back to the office doesn't help, why have so many companies done it? Well, the study found it might just be a power grab. The strictest back-to-work mandates tend to be at companies where the CEO makes way more than anyone else, including other high-paid executives, and it's especially true when the CEO is a man. That's just fact from this. I mean, I think...
And that's not phooey or
hooey.
gooey.
No, it's hooey.
That's no hooey.
A lot of people might be on their way to work going, phooey.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think they probably are. I think that it's a change. People don't like it when things are taken away from them.
But they also don't like it when they're spending 2 hours of their day in a commute and not with their family.
But they didn't have the same problem with it before. Then they were given working at home, and then it was taken away.
Yeah, but then they
and people don't
experienced
like
it,
that.
and they were like, "Oh, I can get the same amount of stuff
This
done."
is exactly
but it's
it.
way more
Yeah, so
I
they
can
don't like it.
accomplish the same thing, and my life feels better and more manageable. Why am I being forced to go back when I can do the same work?
The same reason you were going to work before the COVID
No,
happened.
but there was a reason
I
because
don't
they
wanna
didn't
talk
realize
about
it could
this.
work, you know?
Yeah.
I think it affects a lot of people,
We
though.
get nowhere, though.
It's true.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people love it, some people hate it.
Exactly.
whatever.
And some people are fine. Some people prefer going to work. Some people don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
what about malarkey?
Yeah, malarkey.
Well,
What
malarkey is just like hooey.
Right.
is it?
Yeah.
But what's the
Malarkey.
definition of malarkey?
I think it's nonsense.
Is malarkey is the word malarkey nonsense, or did it come from
Yeah,
somewhere?
nonsense rubbish.
Yeah. It's the same as hooey.
Okay,
They're
what about-
synonyms.
Poppycock.
I believe it would be the
poppycock.
same.
I would
Are you
never
just
use
reading
that.
a thesaurus?
I
No,
feel like I
these
know
are texts that we're
somebody
getting.
who said poppycock. Who said poppycock?
Poppycock, it's a type of like popcorn. Like
No,
candy.
I know that. Poppycock, I know. And is it a popcorn? Isn't it a Christmas dessert kind of thing?
Yeah.
Poppycock, yeah.
Maybe.
It's like caramel covered.
Yeah,
But
something
I would
or
never
other.
Yeah.
describe something as poppycock.
No.
Poppycock.
I feel like I know
Again, that's
somebody
also
who
just
did.
nonsense. It's the same.
Poppycock. Ah. It's rubbish.
What are you doing there, Jenny?
I'm trying to think of a word.
You're just repeating
don't
words
use-
we've
But
just
you,
said.
but you
I don't
also put on an accent.
Yeah, I don't.
Like,
Rubbish.
was that
Rubbish.
British?
I don't think so. It was. Yeah.
But I don't use fooey, hooey, or malarkey.
That's a
Okay.
fun sentence.
Yeah.
That's a really, really fun sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, so synonyms for poppycock.
Yeah.
We have claptrap.
Clap-
I feel like I can't say that on the radio.
No.
Feels wrong. Yeah.
Just
Feels
did.
gross. Balderdash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Blather and blether. Moonshine. Hogwash. That's a good one.
Hogwash.
Hogwash is a good one. Yeah.
I've never used
Yeah.
hogwash.
No, but I'm going to.
Yeah. Oh, bunk too.
Yeah.
To call something bunk.
Bunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means like it's like BS.
Brutal.
Oh.
Also, skullduggery is a fun one.
Whoa.
What?
I've never heard of that.
Skullduggery.
Sure.
What does that mean?
The same thing.
Tommy rot.
Uh-huh.
Bushwa. Tosh.
Okay.
Why do we have so many? Piffle. Piffle.
Piffle.
Oh, I will have to write one down. I don't want to say it. 'cause
Yeah,
it
just
could
in
be-
case you can't.
Sure.
Yeah.
Belly wash. Bunkum. What's bunkum?
Oh, I'm spelling this wrong.
What are you writing? Guff? Are you
No.
writing Bosch?
Yeah, I'm writing guff. Does that mean anything, Rush?
Can I see it?
Oh yeah, you can say that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you?
yeah, you can say that.
Sure.
I don't feel like I want to
I
say
can say it.
Yeah, you can say.
Oh
it.
yeah.
You sure?
Go for it, Jenny.
Yeah.
I don't really even know what it means.
Bushwhacked. You can say it.
Bushwhacked.
Yeah. You
What
can
does
say
that
it.
mean?
I think.
Bushwhacked.
Bushwhacked.
I know. I've heard it.
I know, but I didn't know if it was something like.
Right.
I think it means sort of like stopped and like set back. I think, but that's just a guess.
Okay.
To travel in the wild.
Oh, it is traveling.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember
'cause
when I
it's
was a
two words
kid-
that shouldn't
Yeah.
go
When I was
Yeah.
a kid, there was a wrestling tag team called the Bushwhackers.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
there were.
Oh,
they
that's
were
fun.
Australian.
Yeah.
It just
yeah,
sounds
That makes
so
sense.
dirty.
Yeah.
It's an Australian
Sounds
thing.
so
It's an
dirty.
Australian thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that.
The
But that's not
Bushwhackers.
the same as skullduggery or hogwash.
Okay.
Wow, they really made the bushwhackers look stupid, right? Like
Did
they're all
they?
missing teeth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, I think they were missing teeth. I don't think they took their teeth out.
To go with their name.
All right. Get the pliers and remove your teeth.
There's also flapdoodle.
That's a good one.
Flapdoodle.
Flapdoodle's great.
What's that?
That's fun.
I don't know.
Same.
We need to
Flapdoodle.
look it up.
Nonsense.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Flapdoodle.
nonsense where you can just throw sounds together and then make
Yeah.
words for it.
And I'm
Yeah.
not on Urban Dictionary. This is Oxford.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Excuse
love it.
us.
What is it again? I forget
Which
it
one?
already. The
Buoy?
flapdoodle.
Buoy?
Flapdoodle?
Buoy?
Flapdoodle.
Flapdoodle.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
flapdoodle. What was yours? Buoy?
It's also cod swallop.
Oh, that's a mouthful. Codswallop?
I feel like if I say that wrong, I'm going to get fired. Like it's one syllable away from
Yeah,
something.
it is, yeah.
No.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot/Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Officials at a British zoo say that a group of foul-mouthed parrots that were isolated from the rest of the flock are being moved back in with the rest of the chatty birds in the hopes of cleaning up their language. The Lincolnshire Wildlife Park famously received 5 African gray parrots, I guess from different owners back in 2020. And the new arrivals spent their time in quarantine teaching each other a variety of profanities.
That's hilarious.
The birds were removed from the rest of the zoo's flock to keep them from teaching bad words to dozens of other parrots. Now, the recent arrival of 3 more potty-mouthed parrots led operators to make the decision to put all 8 of the cussing birds in with the rest of the parrots.
Oh my! Now, what do you do?
Can they unlearn the words?
That's exactly. Or do you teach them a lot? Is it like a toddler? You just try to like not react to the swear words
right?
and then teach them other words?
Well, the chief executive of the park said keepers are hoping the swearing parrots will learn better etiquette from the rest of the flock instead of the other way around.
Or are they going to teach them all the bad words? The new
that's
parrots,
what
right?
that's what I think they're rolling the dice on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Or should the zoo not lean into this? And now you have like a
Swearing parrots?
like a 16
Totally.
plus area, and
Yes.
it's like these are the swearing parrots.
Yes.
I'm going to that zoo. I'm going to the zoo with the swearing parrots.
Totally.
Zoos are traditionally for families.
Sure, and then you have the
and you can't-
non-swearing,
well,
and then it's like the video stores back in the day. You go through these curtains, and here's the swearing parrots. I'll pay the extra $5 for that.
For what?
For the swearing parrots.
Well, the guy, they say we might end up with 100 swearing parrots on our hands. So
Yeah.
they really don't know how this is going to end up. I would totally pay extra.
I would not put them with the other parrots.
No?
I wouldn't take the chance. I keep them
Yeah, no,
separate.
and then have a
yeah.
separate, and again, have an add-on. You
Yeah.
know, when you're putting stuff in your basket, be like,
or
would
just
you
let
like the
them
swearing
fly
parrot?
away.
Yeah,
Open the
100%.
cage and let them fly.
No.
Why not?
They-
Just
they
let
have
them
their
go?
friends.
They'll fly to New York where they'll fit in.
Sure, yeah.
And spread their brains
Move to
out there.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, exactly. Brooklyn or wherever it is.
And sell newspapers on the street.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
No, but I don't think this is good. I feel bad for the other parrots because the other parrots
They're
are
innocent.
good. They're innocent,
Yeah.
and they're
I
going to
know.
ruin them.
But
I agree.
But the bad parrots don't know they're bad.
First of all,
You know?
they're not bad parrots. They're good parrots that just made a bad choice. Okay.
I love that saying, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sounds
But I
like I'm
don't-
talking to my son. You're a good boy, but you made some bad choices.
Is it not a great idea, though? You now become the zoo that has the swearing
Yes,
parrots.
for
That's
sure.
going viral on TikTok. That's
Yes.
going viral on
Yeah.
Insta.
Yes.
That's
That's
blowing
brilliant.
up. Lean into it. And I get it. It's
Yeah.
for kids, but have a little sectioned off area.
But also,
Yeah.
don't do the behind the curtain thing. Can you imagine back in the day, in like the 80s, at a video store, if you saw your dad coming out from behind that curtain?
Oh.
That's like so creepy.
Dad?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Right? First of all, mom probably didn't go behind there, right? It was usually dad's.
Right.
And it would be your friend's dad, and
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh,
Oh, that's
come
so
on.
weird.
Yeah.
Were there not like places just for that
Oh,
men
yeah.
could go
Oh,
to?
there were places. I remember our video store growing up, Flicks and Flavors is what it was called. And my friend's dad owned
Or are they
it.
not still around?
They're not still around. No. They did.
Are
They
the
fought till the
flavors
bitter
not
end.
still going? The flavors couldn't survive without the flicks.
Great ice cream. But no, and they had all of the,
Yeah.
the naughty videos on the very top so that you
Yeah.
couldn't,
right.
like, I wasn't able to see it,
You
as
couldn't
a
reach it,
kid.
yeah.
Even
Was there like a bar on top? Like,
No.
sometimes they put them like, you would go to like where the magazines were too.
Okay.
At like a convenience store.
Right.
And they were kind of blocked by
behind?
Sure.
So this is the thing. They
Yeah.
would put the video on the outside. Now it's all
Okay.
coming back to me. The video would be on the outside, so you'd have to move the video to see the front. Right. Now it's all coming
Okay.
back to me. So that was another
Interesting.
barrier.
But,
yeah.
but who is grabbing that with a store full of families?
Well, that's exactly
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
Are you waiting in the parking lot for it to be empty and then you like quickly like scurry in and grab your video?
Or are you just rolling the dice and you end up with like, I don't know, I guess.
Yeah, something you don't
Something
like.
really weird. you
Such
know?
as?
I don't know.
Saving Private Ryan's?
Yeah.
No, Saving
Ryan's Privates.
Private,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I don't want that one.
Again? Or it's Saving Ryan's Privates 2, and you're like, I didn't see the first one. How am I going to just jump in?
And you have to disguise that by getting Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And you like sandwich it between two normal movies. Yeah.
And then you get fined for not rewinding it.
I only made it halfway through.
Yeah, halfway. 10 minutes.
Through, who am I kidding?
Halfway through.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I'm always trying to get Brady a second job.
Yeah.
As
Yes,
guys
you
know.
are. Yeah.
Just to, tie up loose ends.
Yeah, that's okay. You know,
Chance for him to make some money.
just some additional income. Yeah, and I can finally use the coupons that I get paid a year with.
34-year-old warehouse worker. How old are you, Brady?
32.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
this
is perfect.
Wheelhouse right here. So this guy works in England. His name is Danny Turney. He recently impressed his friends with a spot-on Elvis impression.
Oh boy.
Okay. Now, during the pandemic, his wife secretly recorded him singing in the kitchen and put it up on Facebook.
Okay.
He started getting calls from a number he didn't know and eventually called back. It turned out one of his buddies sent footage to a talent agent.
Oh.
And Danny's now working as a full-time Elvis impersonator.
That's awesome.
Making $500 a night.
There you go.
Wow,
That's
not bad.
great.
He goes by the name Danny Graceland. And he's pretty good. He's been doing it for years now. He says his best run so far was 18 shows in a single weekend.
How
Oh my
about that?
God.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So he's going for an hour at a time to different places,
Well,
right?
I
I
think.
guess so.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even still 18, so then that's, what, 9 a
Nine,
day?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, he's probably doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah. But
still,
still.
a lot of shows.
A lot of shows and making a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of old age homes. I
So
feel
Brady,
like.
can you do an Elvis impression
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
or anybody else?
Yeah, anybody else that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, here we go.
You didn't do Elvis?
Thank you very much.
That was terrible.
Wait, Jenny said it wasn't
Jenny said it
terrible.
wasn't terrible.
Rush said it was
Yeah.
terrible.
All right, Jenny, you could be my manager. I
Yeah,
like that
I will.
enthusiasm. Thank you.
Thank
Captain
you very
Tom,
much.
what is
Thank
it? Colonel Tom or what's
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Colonel
Oh,
Tom.
You could
yeah.
be my Colonel Tom. You could
Is
be my
it Colonel
Tom Hanks.
No, it's not.
Yeah, isn't it Colonel Tom?
No, because
What's
his name's Tom Hanks. Colonel something or other.
No,
Cracker Jack or something.
Tom Parker?
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
Colonel Tom Parker.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack?
Colonel Cracker Jack. Well, that could be your name, Jenny, when you manage me.
He'd be Cracker Jack. Yeah.
Cracker Jack. Is that his nickname in the movie?
I
Nope.
thought he had a weird nickname in the
I
movie.
think it was Colonel Tom.
Yeah, Colonel Tom Parker.
Yeah.
All right, I need to dig deep on that. I'm sure I've heard that he had a
You're
nickname.
the only one I think in the room that watched
yeah,
the movie. No,
Yeah, no, I did.
Brady, did you see it?
No, never saw it.
Okay.
The
I can tell you his
Snowman?
name was not Cracker Jack.
Maybe the snowman?
The
not
snowman
Cracker Jack.
is what pops up on Google, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Cracker Jack.
I like
Cracker Jack? No, it was the snowman. That sounds right. Sure. Yeah.
Close
Do you guys
enough.
want to hear this guy?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, here, I have a video.
Danny Graceland.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he looks like Elvis,
Because a
too?
lot of Elvis impersonators are so corny, right?
Yeah. That's
This
right,
guy
yeah.
actually sings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like just Elvis in general is kind of corny. Like that, like the Vegas
Elvis, yeah.
You know
Old
what I
Elvis
mean?
is more corny.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, the thing is, when we asked you to do your impression, I don't think, like, if you hired an Elvis impersonator
Sure.
and all he did is say thank you very much,
Yeah.
I think you'd be disappointed. You want him to sing, and I think that's what we're looking for.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
No. Oh my God, no.
Good.
Brady, I had your back with
That
the thank you
felt
very
right.
much.
It
That
felt right
was
to me.
so bad.
Was it pitchy?
I'll tell you,
Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
I'll tell
No,
you, you
that's
didn't
not
like
better.
it. Cracker Jack did not like it.
And we don't even know who that is. So,
Is it higher,
The
lower?
snowmaker, not the snowman. The snowmaker, somebody said.
Okay.
So I wasn't crazy. He had a nickname.
yeah, but you said it was Cracker Jack.
Same.
That's a snowman.
So you're terrible at impressions, Brady.
Yeah.
So I have to
talking
keep. I have to keep looking because a week or two ago I was trying to get Brady a job on a remote island
Yeah.
as a
Sure,
greeter
yeah.
there.
And
you
he
know?
didn't take that job.
I
This
like
would have been perfect
that
for
one
him.
was better for me than
Did
this
you
one.
apply?
Ain't nothing but
No,
a hound.
he
Does
doesn't
it
go
sound
that
lower?
deep.
Is it higher?
Have you heard Elvis?
No,
No.
that didn't feel right
Well,
either.
no, he is deep. He has a deep
Okay,
voice.
that's what
I
I'm
don't
He
think-
does, but not like that.
Nothing
Well, no, not like that.
No.
You have to start with your thank you very much and,
Oh
and
yeah,
go
and
from
then-
there.
and then- okay,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you very much. Ain't nothing but
Why are you breaking that? Some sort of weird Fats domino. I don't know what you're doing there.
Wow, what a reference.
That's a great reference. Wow. My great grandma appreciated that one.
It's always good to mention someone named Fats.
Didn't we interview Fats Domino?
No, I don't think so.
Who did we interview? Oh,
Chubby
Chubby
Checker?
Checker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chubby Checker.
Great Fats. Sure.
Great. You can see where I got good
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Chubby Checker was a great interview.
He was.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is he
Friendly
dead?
fella.
No, he's still kicking.
still
Wow.
Okay.
kicking. Yeah.
He's only 82. I would have thought he was older.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Yeah,
Wow.
he was great.
He was a great interview.
And I thought he was old then.
Yeah, well.
when we interviewed him.
Yeah, he must have still been in his
60s?
60s
Why
then.
did you interview Chubby
Why?
Checker?
If you had a chance to interview Chubby Checker, would you
Yeah.
do
I
it?
guess.
Well,
Legend.
there you
Did
go.
you air it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing spoke to an audience like Chubby Checker on an alternative rock station.
Yeah, we didn't know our audience. Yeah.
Chubby Checker and coming up, Allison James.
And Chubby Checker talking for 3 minutes on how he loved black squirrels.
Oh my God, how do you remember that?
So true.
Because you wouldn't forget it.
You
No, I guess
forget
you
it.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell me that's a band
wild.
I don't know or something.
But this is true story. Rush and I did this radio show. It was new rock,
Yeah.
alternative rock. We would interview people like Chubby Checker, John Tesh, Betty White, like
Yeah.
the opposite of everything.
Yes.
And we get pulled into the office after the show. They go, "Why are you doing these interviews?" And we just say, "Well, because we like these people."
Yeah. We think they're good.
That's awesome.
And what did they say? They didn't outlaw these interviews?
Well, they knew no one was listening.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah. They were also confused as to how we kept getting these people on the show.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It was really strange times.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
amazing, though. That is awesome.
But it made it the
I love it.
broadcasters we are today, Rush.
That's
Look at
right.
that.
True. Now look at you.
Yeah.
You just did 4 minutes on this idiot going, "Ain't nothing but hell no."
That's right.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Is the bar in its flop era? The bar. In a survey of 2,000 adults aged 21 to 26, an Unshackled survey found that 66% of Gen Zers prefer to drink at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Of
Interesting.
those who enjoy wine, 72% prefer to drink with friends, while only 49% would prefer to open a bottle with their partner. Only 28% of Gen Z adults would judge someone for drinking wine out of a plastic cup or a mason jar. When it comes to picking a new wine, 39% listen to recommendations from friends and family, and 12% consider interesting labels.
Okay. I think drinking wine out of a mason jar is a weird move.
Better than a
That's all you've
plastic cup.
got.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Better
Oh,
than
yeah.
a plastic
Oh,
cup?
yeah,
Yeah.
for wine.
Okay.
The glass
Especially-
is nicer.
I guess.
White wine would be fine,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
right? Or
It's
less
a little bit
weird,
more
I
of a
guess.
It's less weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's all.
I mean,
kind
hey,
of,
it
Out of
holds the
anything.
liquid, so
Yeah.
there you go.
I find drinking wine out of a like a coffee mug always makes me feel of like
I
being
thought
in
you
a
were going to say a
cottage.
box.
Okay.
No, I do love a good box wine.
You do. He just
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like endless wine. It's incredible. It's like a
mouth
spout.
right on the spout.
Oh
Eh?
yeah.
My wife and I are trying to figure out now, like obviously the surge of Stanley Cups.
Yes.
Like how many people are actually day drinking now more than ever before? Like you'd never 20, 30 years ago walk around in the middle of the day holding like something
that's
like
true,
that
yeah.
Right.
that would
Yeah.
hide something,
Yeah.
right? You know
Oh,
what
I
I
see
mean?
what you mean.
Right.
Like
Okay.
now is day drinking just more common and nobody knows about it.
I don't think
don't
so.
think so.
I mean,
know.
if anything, I don't know.
Like here's an example.
But it's true.
Back in the day, you'd never walk around the neighborhood with a glass
No.
of wine.
Right.
And I don't even think people put them in coffee things back. It was
No.
just, It
No.
was just not even
You
on
just
somebody's
wouldn't
brain
do
to
it.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now in the evening, somebody, like
you
a
see it
couple
all
would
the
walk
time.
around with
Well, you
wine
do
in whatever
wine
it is.
walks,
Wine
don't
and
you,
walks,
Brady?
yeah,
Right,
totally.
yeah.
And we see other couples walking around as well, and if most of them have like a tumbler or something they're
Yeah.
holding on to, and for sure it's not
So
coffee.
But I
I'm
mean, 20
thinking
years
now-
ago, when anybody walking around, even if it's just water or
Yeah.
even coffee,
Right.
you never saw people walking around carrying containers full of things. People
No.
just didn't do that.
Right.
And
Right.
now, I mean, a lot of the time it's water. I don't know that more people are day drinking, but
I don't know if it's day drinking or like depending on what you're doing. Like I know there's always chatter of the hockey moms, the soccer moms or whatever, and they'll bring a glass of wine to an evening game or something
Which
like
they
that.
wouldn't have done
No,
20 years
No.
ago.
because you couldn't. What would you put it in? I guess like the travel mug wasn't as widely
yeah,
accepted.
it would
I
be
guess.
weird.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be
So
weird.
by
I don't know
default,
if
there
that's
is more
like
drinking going on.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's sort of not an old wives' tale, but like,
or
does that
just skewed
actually
because
happen?
we were kids and we didn't know what was
Yeah,
happening.
That's a
maybe.
possibility
right?
too.
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
no, I think that like the public glass of wine at soccer practice or whatever is probably a lot more accepted now.
Yeah.
I remember my dad putting beer in his pocket at Halloween to take us out to trick or treat.
There you go.
Okay, yeah,
He
fair
had a big
enough.
parka
But
and
now,
he'd fit a
like,
couple beers in
maybe
there.
you don't remember, did he take the beer? Was he kind of disguise himself drinking it? Or was he just holding it at the end of somebody's driveway just drinking?
That's funny. I don't remember.
Okay.
He had large mitts, so he may have you couldn't see anything,
Okay.
right? He may have just
right.
been holding the bottle of beer. But now I think there are like tumblers that people would just throw a couple beers in a large
I
tumbler.
think the Stanley thing, and even before Stanley,
Yeah.
I just think there's more people walking around with alcohol than ever before. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. And
I
I
have
think
no
if
idea.
you're not being disruptive and being an
Oh,
idiot
no,
about it,
I'm not saying there's
sure.
anything wrong with it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
I think we've now
Yeah.
disguised it so well
Right, sure.
that you can get away with it.
Oh, this is genius.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
My mom, not me, but somebody texted, my mom did the wine at the hockey, even cut a tea bag string to hang out of the cup.
That's
Nice.
incredible. Until her teeth are all red.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's
That is-
genius.
Yeah.
You've
that
got to be
is.
drinking white wine if you're doing that because it's very
Exactly.
obvious very
Yeah.
quickly.
Yes. And it can't
Wow.
be a smelly booze, right?
Right.
Like if you're drinking beer, like beer reeks. Like anybody
Yeah.
has a beer, you can smell
Yeah,
it
you
off
could-
them
yeah.
immediately,
But
right?
like right now, you have your it's not a Stanley, it's the knockoff.
It's a knockoff. It's called Reduce.
which is fine. It's
And
just
she's
fine.
mentioned it, so she now has to drink out of the straw.
Exactly
Every time.
But you could be drinking from there. Rush and I are not close enough to you
That's true.
that I couldn't smell what that is.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right.
Jenny?
You've never What?
What is it? Jenny's got a
Very
wet bar
tired.
over there, by the way. It's just
Usually by,
So many
around this time I
cups.
get a little sleepy.
That's the booze.
so many cups. My wife bought one of these off Amazon, but not the Stanley, one of the knockoffs.
Yeah.
And I mean, other than seeing the logo, you would never know.
No, you would never
Ever.
know. No.
Never.
And I just don't care enough
No, I know.
about the label or
Yeah,
the
like hers was
brand.
like, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks.
Yeah, and all I care about is that it keeps my ice cold.
Right,
It
for
keeps
Sure.
my drink cold.
And there's
That's
so
all
many
I care
that can
about.
do that. I mean, again, Stanley's great, but there's so many others too.
Yeah.
One of our producers here, his water bottle that he uses is a Bombay Sapphire gin bottle.
Right.
But so he just drinks water out of that. But it looks like he's drinking gin all day.
That's very funny.
I mean, he's
really
gone the
solid.
actual
Yeah.
opposite way.
It's true.
Yeah, because he's actually drinking water.
Or is
Oh,
he?
It's a lot of gin.
That's a good game plan, though. Tell
Yeah.
everybody it's water.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
think you're hilarious.
Right. And for the first 2 weeks, make it water and you can even have people sip out of it, you know?
I don't feel like anybody uses my bottle anymore.
No,
this kind
that's
of
sort
thing.
of gone
What do
away.
you call these things?
The swell
they're
bottle?
The swell,
Yeah,
yeah.
swell bottle, yeah.
I've got one right here.
Yeah, I know,
there you
but
go.
like I think you and
Yeah.
I are the last two to buy them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they sell them anymore.
Oh yeah, they
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
still got
Oh
'em.
yeah, they absolutely do.
It's crazy how many trends we've had.
I
But,
know.
Yeah.
but don't
Water
you think
bottles.
swell sales have gone down?
I think more people are having the Stanley
straw.
style.
You
Oh, yeah.
want the
Yeah.
accessible. I don't like having to take the knob off. What is it called? The lid top?
I'll isolate.
Yeah, just in case. We were just waiting to see if there was going to be some more there. Yeah,
for sure. But
screw
we
top.
went swell bottle and then to Yetis and hydro flasks were a thing.
Don't forget
Yeah.
about
And
the
now-
corksicle.
The corksicle. What?
That's a really good one.
Corksicle.
Great brand. It keeps everything cold for
my
ever.
I got it. My new coffee mug is a corksicle.
Is it
My
a
wife got me for
corksicle?
Christmas.
You'll
yeah.
enjoy it.
It's a great
Wow.
one.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
Was that a trend? Did it have like its moment?
I don't think so.
It's having its moment right now.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.